Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone?
It's been like a crazy long time
Yeah, I
since
felt
we've.
like I was like mirror, mirror. Like, how is everyone?
Sorry, guys. What was that show, Romper Room, that had the little
Yes.
mirror? I see, Chrissy.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a really long time since we've talked,
Yeah.
and I've done nothing in that entire time.
It's been a really, really rough winter.
Yeah.
It's not even that we were off doing fun things and neglecting life. Sherry's been sick,
I have been
lot.
sick off and on since probably mid-January.
and I got really sick at Christmas time. I was down for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
I think. So
Yeah.
it's been a really, really rough winter around here.
And now it's
so
freaking cold again.
it is. So let's introduce ourselves. We're the Yarn Divas.
And I'm Sherri.
I'm Chrissy, and we are in Spruce Grove, Alberta, just outside of Edmonton. And currently we do our podcast and we host a knit night. It's a little bit in flux right now as well. We were doing it at Perks Coffee House, and we were running into some scheduling challenges with a different group there, so we switched to a pub, and we just feel like that's not quite our right fit either, so I think we're going to go back to the coffee night, or to the coffee shop.
Different night.
On a different night.
Yeah.
On Tuesday nights instead of Mondays now, which is what we had been doing. But now I think with everything that's going on, I think the knit night will be on hold for a little bit. I think
so. Yeah.
Just so everyone can,
stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Stay a little social distancing. And hopefully help do our part to slow down the spread of the corona.
Yes.
So we're not in a mass panic about it, but I think we just need to make some responsible choices about the groups and the places that we go.
And stuff. Yeah.
So we don't have a ton to talk about because you know what? Although we've
been off for so long, and I'm like, I have one thing to tell you.
I mean, I did my Christmas knitting.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of toques. Because, I kind of lost my knitting mojo all along.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes you just need a break from, like, the big items. Because you've been doing, like, a ton of sweaters and a ton of shawls. And it's just nice to do, like, a toque.
Yeah.
It's quick, it's simple. Or the slippers. Did you do those slippers?
I did. Yep. These, there's a pattern on here. I don't want to show the pattern. The Mine slippers, which I know I had showed this before that I'd found them and I was in love with them.
Yeah.
And I did 2 or 3 pair of them for Christmas. It's by Faye Kennington. And there was some other people at Christmas time that had found them too, and because they literally, you could do a set in a day. If you had a day of knitting.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that long, a couple of days you had.
Oh, I did that. I didn't this year. Last year I crocheted myself a pair of slippers, and it was like
they don't
a
take
day.
Anything. Yeah.
It was like so fast. I was like, oh my, why am I not doing this more often?
I know. And then I made some toques. I made this one in Red Fox Fibers, one of her tweeds. It was one of my favorite toques. It's like super, super stretchy.
This is the one you had to do a couple of times because your sizing was off, wasn't it?
No, this one I just whipped up. It was nothing. It's really, really nice, and it's super stretchy. So it's perfect if you don't know head size. It's great because it holds tight because it's got this broken rib kind of stuff, but it stretches a lot. So then if the head is a little bit bigger than what you had thought it was.
What size of yarn did you use?
DK.
DK.
Yep. It was awesome. It's a really, really nice pattern. And it's totally mindless.
I'm going to put that over here because I need to get that.
It is a really, really nice, I'm going to veg out and knit. Yeah. And then I made this for Katia, for my niece Katia. I made Jody Brown's Sweet Felicia. Also, a really nice toque. I was in love with it. I actually almost didn't give it to her. Because I was like, this is nice. And I had found a really cool pom-pom that was kind of like fuchsia and black almost from, it was one I bought from Ginger Snap. Remember when we were over at Vancouver? At Knit City.
I like that
I put that on there. those were some of my favorite. And then I did that other one. Remember I made, for my sister, I made a toque and I kind of hatched together a pattern with that faux cable. The faux cable band, and it was in that pinky gray cascade that I made.
Yes.
I couldn't find the pattern to show you, but
dang.
that was really nice. So I used the Tin Can Knits fingerless gloves, and I just changed the ribbing that they have, and I put the same ribbing that was on the toque.
Yeah.
I'll find it. It's been in my pattern queue forever. So, it also was a really, really awesome knit because it was simple. And you got past the ribbing, and then it was just a pure straight stockinette. So it was nothing. It was awesome. Those are the perfect gift to give, though, because everybody loves them.
Mm-hmm.
But you haven't spent weeks and weeks and weeks, you know, because things happen. My sister loses every toque that I've made for her, I think.
Really?
Yeah. So, hence why she got Cascade yarn. And but it was really
still
nice.
Your time and your effort
it was
that you
that
put in,
tweedy.
though.
Remember that pink? It had the pink. It was a pink, really, really soft pink with gray kind of tweed to it.
It was beautiful.
I actually went back and I bought another skein of it because I liked it.
Did you get that at Joe's?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So it was this toque. I made this one. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see it. Maybe not.
There.
Oh, there. So simple, right? It was very, really simple.
It's cute.
And this is Callie Berg is the pattern author. And it's the Twist and Slouch.
It's
yeah.
Cute.
And then that's the ribbing that I used just on the band.
The bands. Yeah. For the gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was really nice. It worked up really quickly. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make some more of those ones because everybody loved them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So we're wearing what was supposed to be a knit along for us.
I think we said by the end of January we were going to extend it. It was like even 2 months. I literally finished mine last night because since Christmas I have barely knit anything, and I'm not sure if it's just that I should have just picked up a toque and done something quick to feel like, hey, I accomplished something, but I didn't. Anyway, yeah. So this is the. Oh, I'll take it off and then I'll never get it back on. Our Cumulus Skies from Victorious Wool. I haven't blocked mine either, so it's like still a little crumbly. Literally, I just finished it last night. So this is it, and this is the herringbone pattern. And here's the thing. It's an easy pattern to follow once you get going. I screwed up so many times though, and then
one stitch.
It's just, and yeah, you screw up one little stitch and it throws the whole pattern off. I mean, it's amazing finished. I think I love it. But yeah, I don't know if I just couldn't concentrate on what I was doing, but I think I screwed up enough. I had to rip back like 5 or 6 rows, and that was like seriously painful.
Well, and
the rest of this is just garter. Like this part was fast and easy.
Yeah, it was.
Chrissy's just making his tea.
I'm making tea. Yeah.
So, and then for Chrissy, when she comes over, she used I used the Surrey from Farmer's Daughters fibers. They're Odang, and it's like seriously amazing. I was contemplating. I was like coming over. I was like, if I could make an entire onesie pajama out of it, I probably would. Maybe like $1,000, but
you could do a sweater.
Oh, I totally would do a sweater.
Like a little shruggy kind of
Cardigan
would be really nice.
Yeah, I want it like up around my neck. Like I want fuzzy warmth, and I love this stuff so freaking much. But Chrissy used a different one.
I used the Zing fibers.
Zing fibers.
Fibers West.
Yeah, so from Fibers West.
What's his name?
Stephen West?
And Penelope.
Stephen and Penelope. So hers is a little bit thicker here.
Yeah,
but
mine's a DK weight.
Right, yours was DK weight, and my ends are all still loose and everything. I haven't done anything with it, but
I'm coming.
That's okay. I'm just wrapping up again. Get myself sorted out here. But yeah, it's like a nice, comfy, toasty, perfect for today. It is. Oh, it's hugely oversized. Like I'm not tall. I think this is like taller than me by the time I probably block it out. But it's so comfy. I'm just get a little of this part here.
Here you go.
See. Thank you. Anything special or just tea?
It's Earl Grey with lavender honey.
Mmm.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah. So this is mine. I kind of bunched it all up in there, but whatever. There.
Yeah. So I've blocked mine.
I haven't done.
So mine's bigger than Sherri's right now, just because I blocked it. Plus my cereal packet isn't lace weight. I did, however.
But it's so much like.
It's big.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's a great snuggly one. It's hard to style, like if you're wanting it to drape, like and look pretty. It's a little bit more difficult, just because it's so big. But it's the perfect snuggly, wintry shawl.
Oh, yeah.
So because I used the DK weight, your skeins are always, your length is always a little bit shorter than if you use a lace weight. So this section here is supposed to be the same as these two, but I didn't have enough, and I was fine with that because it was big enough already. And then the band on the bottom, I did 2 rows of stockinette, and then I bound off with a stretchy bind off. There I did yarn overs every second cast off stitch. I did a yarn over and then bound those off together, so you get this. It is a super stretchy bind off too, but you also get this little extra ridge from it that I was wanting. I really wanted to do a yarn over every single stitch because it made a really, really pretty bind off, but it was just too much because it gave too much bulk then, and it was gonna wing out funny. So anyway, I did contemplate doing kind of a picot bind off, and I was like, I was in Arizona when I was doing this with my grandma and my aunt, and I was on vacation, so I did only this. I only took this with me. So I kind of was like done with it by that point. I was like, ugh, I just want to be done. Or if I'd have been at home and I set it aside and came back to it, I probably would have done the picot bind off.
Probably.
Just because I haven't done one forever, and they are extra work, but I really like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, I didn't. So
but this was like the first time that both of us had done a herringbone stitch.
It was the first time, because everybody that did it, like Aunt Linda did it, Roz did this shawl with us.
Yeah.
Nobody had done the herringbone.
Yeah.
And we all were running into the same issues. And it's literally just because you just have to be really, really attentive.
Right.
And you need to be able to read your stitch as well. So that if you do get off track,
you notice it right away
before you're at the end of the row. Because
or 5 rows up, and it's like, why is this not working?
I still have to.
Oh, I've got
sew in my ends too.
I have tons of ends.
But it is, you know what? I don't want to dissuade anyone from this shawl because it's really, really, really nice.
The finished product is so pretty. And my other thing too is I wasn't sure about the tension
big
for this.
Yes.
And that was my only other issue that I had.
Yeah.
But I think when I block it out, because you can really see the definition in yours, but it's also a lighter color, but you can really see the definition in it. So I'm hoping I get some more.
There was also the issue. Remember, we both did it. Because I was ahead of you, and I did some rows of this, and I ripped it out because I'm like, I can't be doing this right because it looked really messy. It looked really, really messy.
The first few rows did not look like there was a pattern coming at all.
But you have to trust it and just go with it, because then as you get going, I think about row 6 or 7, 8,
you can totally
then it starts going into pattern, and then it doesn't, because before that, these are just you just carry these in front, and so before the pattern evolves into what it's going to be, the herringbone, it's just these messy looking kind of loops. But as you keep knitting, the fabric kind of gives it a little twist almost, and then they fall into shape.
Yeah.
So I kept ripping it out, thinking I was doing it wrong. Plus, also you don't know the tension, because I was like, well, maybe I'm doing maybe I'm holding them too loose. So then I tightened up, and everything tightened up, and I was like, no, that's too tight. So it's, you know what? you carry your absolute normal tension as you do for the rest of your knitting, and you'll be okay.
Yeah.
And you just, and I also didn't, this one, this section, the first section, I followed to pattern, and because it's top down, so the first section of it, I followed to pattern, and you have your herringbone stitches going up into your alpaca. So this, and I didn't care for that. To me, it felt kind of messy. So on my next section, I did an extra row of the stockinette stitch, and then I started the herringbone. And see, so then you don't get that, it reaching up into the alpaca. It's just a little thing, and you know what? I'm probably the only one that would notice it, but, you know.
Probably.
That's why we make our stuff, because then we can make these alterations to our own preference, right?
I liked it. I love the finished product. I cursed the heck out of it as I was going.
Yeah.
But I would do it. Well, I would. Yeah.
But because it's like so long, it's a lot of stitches.
Yes, that second set of herringbone, I felt like I was on it for like a month.
It does take a while. So it's not a quick knit, but it's a worthy knit for sure.
Very worthy.
Because because it got warm here for a while. It was like, like plus 10ish kind of thing, right?
It was beautiful.
I bust out my spring kind of fall cottony coat, and then it got a little bit chilly. So I still just wore that coat and this, and I was so happy.
Oh yeah, it was perfect. Now it's back to being
so nice.
Minus 20 and cold, and it's supposed to get colder this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I got the fluff in my nose. So, yeah. So anyhow, in the meantime, I went down to Arizona, like I said, and part of the trip to Arizona, of course, because my aunt stays down there in the wintertime, so I went down. I took my grandma. We went down for 12 days. It was nice. Part of it is going to Wickenburg, which I think it's about an hour from Surprise, which is about 45 minutes from Phoenix. So it's maybe an hour and a half from Phoenix. Anyway, there's a lovely little knit shop there. It's a cute little town.
I've never been.
Oh, it's a cute town.
I went to Phoenix
it's an
a lot,
old
but I
kind of
went there.
An old western feel, which a lot of those towns are.
Is it south of Phoenix then?
Yeah, it's southwest, I believe.
Southwest. My parents don't go down anymore, so I'll never get there. But
you'll get there because we'll go.
Girls trip.
We're gonna go and stay at Aunt Carol and Dennis's beautiful house on the golf course.
Nice.
So when I was at Isabel's, because I've kind of I don't want to buy a bunch of yarn right now, but when I go traveling, I have a hard time saying no because that's my souvenirs. That's the only thing I usually bring back. So this is just this is a Malabrigo. So it's it's a commercial dye, but it's
super pretty.
It's so nice. And I was helping my aunt. She wanted to do a sweater, and she's a newish knitter. So I was helping her find yarn, and the pattern that she had picked was, I think it was out of that Harvest book. It's a book that she had. Anyway, it was a linen one, and a lot of the linens are not nice if they aren't a blend, right? They're like grassy.
Yeah.
Not nice feeling. So anyway, I found this Malabrigo, and it's got it's got the linen in it, but it's also 50% silk and some merino. It is so nice. Hers she bought though was like this really dusty gray baby bluish kind of color. Oh, it was really pretty. Colors. But now I've got this back, and I was like, I wish I had bought enough to do a summer, like a little summer top.
Yeah,
it's really nice. And then this stuff here is Art Yarns Merino Cloud. Okay, so this stuff, it's lovely. It's dyed in New York. It's Italian yarn dyed in New York. However, that's not the biggest part of this story. For her colorways, she has silk, like pure silk that matches each colorway. I did not buy that because it was $70 US per skein. I held it in my hand and I walked around the store with it, and then I hung it back on the wall because it's like,
That's a lot.
And they had a sample done up in the store
Oh.
of the cloud. What is this called? The merino cloud, and that silk, and they alternated it in the pattern. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. And then I think she was making a sweater,
That's the
or she
trouble
was
with
talking about she was going to make.
Yeah.
But I mean, she owns the shop, so you know.
That's the trouble though with samples, because then you feel them and you're like, oh my god, that is amazing, and then you want it, and then you're like, holy shit, I can't
This
afford
was
that.
so beautiful, and the silk, they had it just as plain silk, but then there also was a version that it was pre-beaded, and so some had beads on it and some had like silicone or silicone, oh my goodness, sequins.
Right.
And it was, I'm not a sequiny beady person,
No,
but it was lovely. It was so nice. I think those were $90, so it was crazy.
merino
Yeah.
cloud, I like.
And then
that.
I bought this fairy wings, because I'm not a pink person, but this is so nice. And all I could picture was this as color work and some mittens. That's what I want to do with it.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. So it's a mohair silk. Mohair silk nylon.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. So that was what I bought from back from Arizona. That's it. I
That's
restrained.
all right,
Yeah, I restrained myself.
Well,
By the time you pay, by the time you convert your money,
oh yes.
it's not cheap.
No, it's not. Not for us.
You like your cup?
I love my cup. I don't know if you guys got to see it or not, but
Yeah. There's a lady in Devon.
Devon. I saw them. It's on
she does them.
Facebook Marketplace too.
She has it in there. I can't remember her name now. But I bought some for you guys at Christmas time.
Yes.
What were the
Like don't
be a
twatopotamus.
Yeah. So I bought
Be
those.
a unicorn, not a twatopotamus.
That's right. Yeah, and she makes all these funny mugs.
Yeah, I saw this one too and I loved it.
Yeah, she does good stuff. She's funny.
So cute.
Yeah, she does it out of her house, so that's nice. Supporting a local small business.
It was awesome. What else you got?
Well, you were sick and you couldn't come, so you didn't see this. I didn't show this to you. Okay, so Sherri was supposed to come with me.
I know, and I was so sad. This is what made me so sad. I was so sick.
This was really bad because this was a really, really good night. I went to the Fiber Nook. Anna from Long Way Homestead was there giving a workshop. So I went to her workshop, and she is so nice. She used to own Bad Anna's in Vancouver, and then her and her husband, they knew that they wanted to, raise animals and live on a farm, and that's not really reachable around the Vancouver area. So they moved back home. I don't know if both or one, one for sure, but maybe both grew up, I think, in Manitoba. However, so she's raising sheep, and they have a mill. They have their own mill, and they source all of their fiber or fleeces from Canadian sheep farmers. So that's really great. And she has a really, really nice array of different fibers that she offers through her mill. And so she did a little workshop on breed specific knitting and went through like the basics of fiber, right? How it's made up, and what makes fiber different. And then it went by each breed. I made notes. Where's my note here? So, like for example, she told us, okay, so she raises Shetlands. That's her primary, and she gave like the information of staple length and what it's good for, what it's best suited for is garments next to the skin because it's nice and soft. Which I bought one of her. No, that's Icelandic. Maybe I didn't. No, she gave a sample. So she gave little samples of some of them. So this is her Shetland that she raised, and on some of them she still has the sheep's name of what sheep the shearing came off of.
Right.
So it's super cute. and it's really nice, and it just makes you appreciate so much more, even you know how close you are to the animals.
Mm-hmm.
So the samples that she gave was the Shetland and the Shropshire,
Yep.
which is a little bit coarser,
Yep.
and the Wensleydale, which is very nice.
It's this guy.
Yep,
Oh, this is lovely.
that's really nice. And the Rambouillet, which Rambouillet is kind of like a French version of Merino, basically, right? So she has a breed of the month, but I think it's.
Cute.
I was actually looking the other night. It's a breed of the month, but I think it's a year-long subscription, and you get a skein of whatever the breed of the month is, and you get one of these little cards with the information about the animal, and then information about the wool that it produces.
Mm-hmm.
And she is, oh shoot, now I've forgotten. I think she's primary a woolen producer versus worsted, right? Because that's all how it's spun, right?
Yeah, this is lovely. I would totally do a sweater in this.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. She didn't have a lot of that left.
No.
No, because she had done a pop-up in the store during the daytime.
Yeah.
And I didn't get in before that was done. I just went for the workshop. But I did bring, because Sherri wasn't able to go, so I brought some stuff home just to share. And so I got an Icelandic single,
awesome.
which Icelandic is, it's like the, if you guys have ever felt the Lopi yarn, that's the Icelandic stuff. Lopi or Lopi?
Lopi.
Lopi. And I got a Corriedale, which it too, she had some mittens there done up in this, I think it was this, and they were really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put the singles together.
Yep.
And make
something.
Yeah,
fabulous.
I think I'm going to do like a mosaic or something out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I got some Romney, which it's kind of a kinky, coarser little one, but it would make a nice toque.
Yes. This is much like rougher.
Yeah. But I think I brought some similar from that, like that, home from Edinburgh. And then this is a Dorset and Icelandic, and this is what I'm thinking for mittens. That's what I'm thinking. Because I have those mittens that I saved, and they have like flowers, kind of.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
That would be awesome. Yeah, because this was really, this is like really woolly.
Yeah, you want to make mitts out of that.
Yeah.
Or work socks or something, right?
Yes. I would do mitts.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
But that would look really pretty together.
This would look really awesome together. Very nice.
Yeah, so I don't know. Her breed of the month thing club is actually pretty awesome.
Did you say how much it was or anything?
I think it was $250 for the year plus shipping.
Oh, that's not bad.
And the shipping I think was $100.
And then what do you get?
You get a skein of yarn each month, and the little information card. And I think the shipping was $150 for the year. So I mean, it's less than $10 a month for shipping.
Yeah.
Right. So that's about average.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds like a lot when you first look at it, but then you're like, oh, but then you divide that by 12, and it's
divided
really
by 12, it's not as bad.
Yeah. And she had these books too, like I have the great big fleece and fiber book, but this is like a compact version, basically.
Yeah.
So it's nice because as we are learning, because we still are very much learning.
Yeah.
This is easier because you can, if we know we're going to go to a show, like Winnipeg, we're going to Winnipeg.
We're going to Winnipeg. In September.
They have a fiber festival, and it's, we've never been, obviously, but Anna was saying it's kind of reminiscent of like a mini Rhinebeck almost. Because it's got the live animals, and it has fleece competitions, so the farmers bring their fleeces and they're judged and graded, and prizes are given. So
I think that'll be so much
fun.
I'm
kind of I'm a lot excited actually. I'm even more excited now because we were going to Montreal
We were gonna go to Knit City.
We were. However, life's happening, so
It's
that's
okay.
postponed.
It's okay.
So I think I'm still going to go in July, but Sherry's not going to be able to go.
No.
So
family vacation time.
Yeah.
Then,
So I think I'm planning to go still, but it'll just be a different trip now.
I know.
But we're going to Winnipeg.
But we're going to Winnipeg together. We got to book our flights together so that we go at the same time, because you and I are
That's
notorious
right.
for booking separate.
I know. We just do our own thing, and they're like, oh shoot.
Oh crap! Now you can't get on my flight, and I'll see you in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
okay.
That's okay.
It's a work in progress.
So you finished this last night. Do you have anything else that you were doing?
No, I have.
Cold. Is it cold in here?
Yeah, my toes are cold.
Do you want some slippers?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, let me turn the heat
Put my
up.
boots back on.
Oh god.
I'll
just turn the heat up. Give me a second.
No, because I still have all of the yarn I got from Knit City in Vancouver, which was like what, October?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I haven't even touched any of that yet. So I've just been trying to find patterns for it and
my phone doesn't want to work.
Figure out what I want to do next, because I made that garter snake cowl for my sister for Christmas. So I have yarn from Black Cat to do that, and it's already to go. So I was going to start it.
Oh yeah.
I was going to start that for myself.
Mm-hmm. You might actually be able to still wear it.
Oh, frick, at the rate we're going, yes. I mean, we have literally we have snow until May, so I should be fine. And then yeah, I still got a couple of sweaters I want to do. I have nothing planned for like my mom for Mother's Day or anything. And at some point, I really want to start a sweater for my dad for Christmas next year. I have to just plan ahead though, because that'll take me a while.
Well,
we were talking about that Arnie and Carlos.
Right.
Rowan.
Mm-hmm.
The Rowan yarn. So
it was really nice.
Oh my god, it was beautiful. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do.
It had alpaca in it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
The one version, which that's all your dad wants is alpaca.
He's an alpaca lover. We almost raised alpaca on our farm one year because my mom was like all in love with the alpaca. So he had actually looked at like purchasing a couple. They were stupidly expensive at that time though. Oh. And then we wouldn't have used the yarn because none of us were knitters at the time. I don't know. We just would have.
It would have got burnt probably.
Probably. I don't know.
That's what you know what Anna was saying, that there's so many white fleece sheep, and primarily most of them are meat producers.
Yeah.
And so the fleeces aren't worth a lot. So she said that most of the meat producing sheep farmers, they burn the wool. Or like they burn the fleeces because it costs them more to deal with it than what they would get from it.
Right.
So that's really sad. So she's trying really hard to rejuvenate some of the older historic breeds, and I don't know. If you have an opportunity to go to one of her workshops and see a presentation, I would highly recommend going. She's funny. She's really, really funny. She's learning as she's going, and she's accumulated a lot of knowledge.
Well, and that's what all of this is, though, is we're all learning new things, and we're all learning new techniques and new things about the wool and the yarn and the animals, and
that's right, exactly.
It's fun.
So, and look at this shit. I'm so sad. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to Knitter's Pride. Look at it. Just like,
is that you?
Yeah, that's me. It like just totally pulled out. Yeah.
Didn't you have a problem before with one of them?
One of my other cords did the same thing, and it was a Knitter's Pride cord too, I believe. Which I don't have the packaging from that one, so I'm not absolutely certain it's Knitter's Pride. But this I know. I've got so I'm gonna take a picture and see, because you know what, I remember when I came home from Edinburgh, and I had taken my twig and horn bag, that canvas crossbody bag, and the long crossbody handle had stretched out so bad, and it was so thin I was scared to use it, and I basically used it to go to knit night here, and for my 2-week trip while I was in Scotland. So I emailed them, I don't know, last week, because I kept forgetting, right?
Yeah, you
I was like,
forget.
I don't know. So anyway, I was like, whatever. I'll try. I'll see. And so I emailed them,
It's my own hair.
and they're gonna send me a new strap. So I'm very excited about that. So good for them.
That's
I
really
enjoy
nice.
good customer service.
Yes.
It makes you appreciate, because those bags are a little bit dear.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Well,
a
yeah,
little
and you want to be
costly.
able to use it and not like be scared to like wreck
Yeah,
it.
because I stashed it away and I hadn't used it since.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
So,
awesome.
I was happy about that. So I'm gonna see what Knitter's Pride will do,
Yeah.
if anything. Yeah. So now I'm working on. Should we do a whip?
Oh yes, I want to see this because you've gotten a lot done since I saw it before.
So I'm using. Here, let me put this in here.
Yep.
Before I do this, I brought this back from Scotland with me. It's the Knit by Numbers, John Arbin. I know I showed this when I first got back, but that was it's a year ago now. So it's the Falklands Merino wool. You guys, this feels like an MCN at minimum.
Oh my gosh.
And it's pure wool. It is delightful.
This does not feel like pure wool.
Right?
At all.
Wait until, look at this fancy dancy thing Sherri and I are whipping up. Okay. Feel it.
This is awesome. Look at this.
Isn't that nice?
This is so
You guys,
nice.
I'm making a fingering sweater.
Remember we laughed at Aunt Linda when she pulled one out? And we're like, ha ha, you'll be at that forever.
Yep,
this
I'm doing
is
it.
Beautiful.
I'm so doing it. I'm doing, it's the, I don't know how to say it. Hululu?
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 I don't know. Either.
I don't know either. It's by Revive. So it has.
This is so awesome.
I don't know if you can see it very well. You've got these lace panels down the side and down the outside edge of, or back of your arm. There is texture. You can maybe see it on there. So there's supposed to be a stitch pattern in here that makes this texture. I'm not doing that.
No, this is
No, I just want the lace.
This is
But
great.
it's this lovely drapey sweater, and it's this, because it's fingering, it's going to be beautiful for the spring.
Oh, this is so nice. And look at this cute little collary bit.
So we saw a lady, I had this in my favorites since it came out, almost, I think, and I was kind of like, I don't know, and then we saw that
we
woman
saw it in
wearing
Vancouver.
it in Vancouver, and it was like, oh yeah, that's nice. And she too didn't do the texture.
Yeah.
Because it was this textury bit that was throwing me, and I was like, I don't know. So I'm super excited about it.
This is so pretty, and this is amazing.
And it's really going up quicker than I
Expected
thought
it
it
to.
would, yeah. So I'm just about at the point where I join it together, because right now, when you first started, it's just back and forth, right? Like a cardigan.
Yeah.
When you're shaping your yoke and your collar.
Right.
So I'm just about at the point where I'm going to join, and then you go in the round for a little bit, and then separate the sleeves and the body. So I'm almost at that point, and then it'll be start the lace panel.
Oh my gosh.
Because I get bored with stockinette. So the lace will be really nice, because you still get your periods of stockinette in front and back, and then get the little interesting bit of lace.
But I'm just still shocked, I think, at how soft this is.
Isn't it nice?
Is Chris here?
Yeah.
We might be wrapping up pretty soon.
And then I'm dying to do.
Spot in the driveway too.
I'm dying to do these two sweaters, the Allure and the Clio. I really want to do both of these. So these are, I think, my next on them. You can't see.
There's a lot of detail in the top part.
On the picture, it's kind of a mauvey color in the color pictures. But there's this nice pattern in the top and then. Yeah. But I would make it a little bit longer. I'm not into this whole crop top.
But this
sweatery
isn't
thing.
technically, this doesn't look croppy, it's
No,
just
it
hitting at
only-
the wrong
I
spot
think
on your waist.
For me, I would probably add a couple of inches.
Yeah,
It
you wouldn't have
even
to
be
add very much.
No.
No.
So, these are both Elizabeth Doherty patterns. Oh,
I love that.
You can't see the printing there.
You gotta start printing off in color.
I know, but it takes so much ink, and I don't need it really. But yeah, I do. When I'm going to show it.
Prettier.
It does. These are my two favorite designers right now. I mean, Isabel Kramer, of course.
Yes.
Everything she makes. But this Revive and Elizabeth Doherty, my two favorites right at the moment. At the moment.
I haven't seen this one.
And then apparently I'm going to start making socks because not only did I save and purchase, I've also printed socks.
Oh, this has got pattern. I like this.
That's not what it's kind of a mustardy brown almost in the picture.
Check that
that
out
I
on
had.
Ravelry.
These Green Gables socks she had up as a free pattern, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I think. I think I posted, maybe I didn't. I'm all about it. You know what? A free pattern is nice.
Oh yeah.
I buy a lot of most of my patterns because I want to support the designers. But once in a while, a free pattern is appreciated.
What you need.
Yeah, it's not a new design. It's from 2013, but it's Louise Tilbrook.
Cute.
Yeah, Green Gables. They got these little cables.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the faux cables in that toque that I made. And who else do I have? Hermione's Everyday Socks
Oh, I printed those.
by Erica Luter.
When we were looking for socks to do for
It's just a simple little
knitting in the mountain retreat last year. I printed those off. I
and
haven't
Hidden
done them.
Riches. Look how pretty those are. By Tina Kuu. They're pretty.
They're very cute. I'm just not a sock person. I don't know.
Well, we've only made one pair, so can we say that we
No.
aren't?
Some of us haven't even made a pair. Some of us made a sock and didn't finish it. And it's in a bucket. And it won't get finished. No, it won't. I might have to just try something different. I don't know. It just wasn't. I can never.
I don't know if it's mine or not. I
It
feel
isn't.
like I haven't given it a fair chance, so
Well,
I don't know. So then I started doing
You let me know.
these mittens, and I got to here, which they're super cool because you do your color work, and then you do this ribbing thing, and then you turn them inside out. I hope I'm not giving away any pattern secrets. And then you start doing your color work from there.
I love those.
So it's the Rama that again I brought back from Scotland. So I got it to here. They're going to be too big for me slightly. So I have a couple of ideas. So I may wash and block them out, and then when they're just about dry, toss them in the dryer just for a couple minutes and see if they snug up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or I may just knit like a really amazing inner mitten that fits me
That fits
and
inside.
line it with that.
Yeah.
But these are going to be warm because there's all this color work, so you get like, almost a double mitt.
You might find
anyway.
it too hot if you put a liner in there.
I might. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but my hands are really, really small. But I got to this point.
I think they're super pretty though.
And I was super excited making them. And then my dog. So now I've kind of stopped doing them. So I had them in my knitting bag that I just going to work and stuff. And you know what? If anyone has some problem solving tips, please let me know because I don't really know what to do. So I had a thing of yogurt in my work bag and I forgot that it was there when I got home from work that day. And Ava found it. She ate a hole through my knitting bag, like right through, she didn't go through the top. She ate a hole right through the middle of the back of the bag. Got into the yogurt in my bag, and so I've got dried yogurt all over my yarn and all over my mitten. So I don't know if I should just it grosses me out because I was like, and I was gonna like wet it, but then I'm like, am I gonna be able to get it dry enough without laying it all out that it'll get gross?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or do I just knit the crunchy into the mitten and then wash it? Which
I don't know if you can though, because the black is like hard.
well, no, but like strand by strand, right?
Well, I know, but still.
It's just disgusting. I don't know what to do. So, needless to say, I haven't done anything because
so
I'm
yes,
like,
if you have tips for her, just please comment and let her know.
I don't know what the best way to manage this is, or if I should like wash it and then like not wash it first, but if I should take it apart and put it on a nitty naughty and then wash it like an open skein and then hang it. That probably would be the best thing to do.
Either way, whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna be a lot of work.
So that's been packed away because I can't deal with it right now. Not right now.
She sent me a picture. Ava's stuck in her kennel. Coat is over top of her.
So
blanket over. She's like, I can't even look at her right now.
I know.
I was like, oh my god, what did she do? Poor dog.
I know. I totally had a little bit of a meltdown. Yeah. And I didn't even have I didn't raise my voice, nothing. And she, you know what they do, right?
Yeah. She listens to you though so well. So as soon as you see her just cowering, like, oh my god, I'm sorry.
I know. I never yell at her ever, but yeah.
It's just enough of you to tone your voice though that she knows something's wrong and she's done something.
Well, she knows she did something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so in love with this. I'm like super excited for this thing.
Oh, I can't wait.
I started this in the fall.
You started just this part.
Yeah. This is done separately.
Yeah.
This little collary thing obviously is done separately because it's this weird wonky stitch.
But it's pretty cool.
That looks woven on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's not weird. It's not wonky. It's not weird. It's just the product that it produces is unexpected.
Right.
And I love it. Yeah. So I started that when we were on the Fiber Nook, the bus to, where did we take the bus to? Lacombe?
No, we went to Calgary.
To Calgary. Oh, to the Fling.
Yeah.
So, that was the other thing is the Edmonton Fiber Festival?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the next one coming up? I think
they
so. Were going to discuss a plan because
postponing.
I think so. So just keep an eye on their posts.
Yeah. Yeah, because who knows how long this is gonna last? Hopefully not long.
Well, and you know what the thing is, it's like people shouldn't be and don't need to be panicking.
No.
But it's we need to make responsible choices because we need to keep it contained so that the people that will get sick from it
are not exposed,
aren't ending up in ICU needing intubated, and that's what the bigger concern is because our healthcare can't maintain the numbers.
No.
And we need to take our lessons from Italy and from China and prepare better because we can do better because we have the information that they didn't have.
That they didn't have to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean go out and buy all the toilet paper.
Please don't. Please come for the rest of us. I looked for 4 days to find toilet paper around here, and finally someone put a post on one of those sites.
I was lucky. I went to Canadian Tire. I got it.
Oh, no, I came out with like one package yesterday.
Yeah. And look at this cute as heck book I got in Arizona. My aunt gave it to me.
That's super cute.
It's a vintage tea party book. The complete guide to hosting your perfect tea party.
We're going to have a tea party.
It's so cute.
You didn't show me this before.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen you hardly.
I know.
So, tying the perfect headscarf. Look at you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Look at. Yep. That's right. Now we all know how to do it. Isn't that funny?
Oh my god, I love it.
What else is in here? I haven't even flipped through all the whole thing. And then there was some recipes.
Oh my gosh.
Coddled eggs.
No.
Look at that. Isn't this just a pretty book?
I think that's awesome.
I love books so much. So it's just a fun book. Yeah. Oh, I had another one. I forgot to write it down.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to have to do a tea party.
We have to wear headscarves then.
Oh, you betcha. Making a hat. Oh, we could even wear a hat,
Oh.
Yeah, they've got those Oh shoot, what are they called? The little ones.
The Fascinator.
The Fascinator. Oh well, hers looks like a clown nose, but you know.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
No, see that looks like a clown nose, but the other, this is pretty with a little feather on
I
it.
even have a Fascinator.
Well, we were gonna do that, I think, for your shower, were we not?
I can't remember.
We were planning stuff.
I bought this. It's a happy hour cocktail book. That's right.
Well, we'll go from tea party to cocktail hour. We'll just make a whole
Sinfully
day
delicious
of it.
cocktails for any occasion.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
We went to this cute little, was it in Glendale? I think it was in Glendale. And so we went to a tea house and had lunch, and then we went to like a little gifty shop that had all this stuff. And they had these, look at this, guess where I'm tattooed? Hello, sailor. Sailor. Hello, sailor is the drink. Isn't that funny?
That's cute.
Slinky Mink. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just fun. She could never remember which was better, safe or sorry. Yeah, the Scarlet Lady. Yeah, it's just funny. I think we just have to have a patio party in the summer.
Oh my gosh.
We'll just make drinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
But we have to have a lot of people.
Oh, hair and makeup.
Oh God. But we have to have a lot of people for this because you want to try all these drinks, but we can't drink all of them. I want to make all of them just so you can try it. But we can't.
We can sure try.
Oh my God, we'd be such a
messy.
We'd be a shit show. We might anyway, just with a couple sips of each, but I think it would be a fun afternoon. Oh my gosh,
they have all of these hairstyles though, like all of the pin rolls
and the victory rolls.
The poodle. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the fake eyelashes. Well, I'm not doing that, sorry.
Yeah, so I think it's basically how to be a 50s goddess.
Well, we can do that.
Yeah. Oh, we already are. We're there. We're so there.
How to pick the perfect vintage dress.
Yeah. So you were saying you were needing a sweater for DK weight? Is that what you were needing for that?
Yeah. So the kettle yarn that I bought at Knit City, I think I've got about maybe 1,100.
That's gonna be tight. So you're gonna have to do something that's a little bit close fitting, not super drapey. So you have enough, right?
Right. And I didn't want to do love note, and that's fingering, I think, anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be like real croppy. Like I don't mind if it comes like a little bit like to my hips, but
do you like this Donner one that's out? It's like I think it's a few rows of your like DK or whatever it is, and then there's some mohair in them. Like
yeah, I'd totally be okay at that.
Because then you'd have probably I don't know. My internet's acting up. I think.
Yeah, because I couldn't get mine to work on here either. So yeah, so I need that, and then the Shirley Bryan, I've got her tweed.
But you have more of that, don't you?
I have lots of that, yeah, and that's
everything's acting.
I want to say that's fingering.
This eyelet is nice too.
Mhm. But yeah, like most of the Isabel Kramer ones is what I'm really loving right now.
I can't show anything that we're talking about because it won't open.
No, but Isabel Kramer's been one of my favorites. I've loved
she has
most
lots of
her stuff.
Yeah.
Andrew Mowry has been putting out some other stuff that I've really liked.
We need to print the patterns next time.
Yes. Well,
I really like this Little Love.
That one
by Andrew Mowry, but I can't.
No,
it's like a little.
Oh, that one.
Swing. This one here.
No, that's Isabel Kramer.
Or Isabel Kramer. That. What did I say?
Andrew Mowry.
Oh no, that's wrong. Yes, by Isabel Kramer. Little Love. It's a little swingy kind of cardigan, and it's got some detail. But I don't think you have enough yarn for that. But maybe you do for the tweed of
The Shirley Bryan, I might.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think you might have to find something to go with your kettle yarn,
I might.
unless you find something, or unless you do something that's 3/4 or a shorter sleeve.
I'll probably do a 3/4.
I like 3/4 sleeves
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really like the short sleeves, but
No, I mean here for me they're pointless. Honestly, for me personally, I don't like it.
well, then you end up wearing a long sleeve shirt underneath of it, right?
Yes,
Or I do anyhow.
I do because my arms get cold.
Yeah,
Because most of the times I'm wearing a heavier sweater because it's winter.
Okay, I don't know why nothing will open on here.
No, mine wasn't working either, but that's okay.
You know what though? It might even actually be Ravelry because
Maybe.
I've got it on my data and it still won't open there.
Maybe.
We've run into some difficulties. A glitch.
Ooh.
Can you get yours to open on your data?
Probably not. What's that? Oh, I don't want that.
No.
No.
Sorry,
That's okay.
guys.
It's all good. Anyway.
It's just a distracted tangent then right now.
Hopefully I'll find something I like. This was it this one you were talking about? This one's really cute. I like this. It wasn't DK though.
What is that one?
This is the
The LYS
LYS
by Andrea Mowry.
Andrea Mowry.
Yeah,
Get Tracy off of there.
That one's cute.
This is super cute.
Mm-hmm.
I would just make it a wee bit longer, maybe.
Yeah.
There was some of the.
And that's DK?
Probably not. No fingering. But it's super cute.
It is. That's a nice little summer sweater.
Oh yeah, you could totally.
A nice lightweight.
A lightweight one for summer. It's cute. But anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll find something.
Yeah. Next time we'll print some more patterns in color. Or just even the face sheet, right?
Yeah.
So we're not.
That's all you need.
Rumbling around on our phones.
Yeah. But yeah, and then hopefully I'll have something more to show too next time. And we won't make it as long. Like far away. Like we won't wait 3 more months.
Timeline.
Our timeline. That's the word.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll be better.
That's right. So, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see what the upcoming fiber festivals and events come up as what needs to happen with them, and maybe we'll see some of you out and about if everything gets resolved. And
I hope so.
I'm ready to see some nitty people. It's been a really, really long winter.
It has. I'm done.
Yeah, and we're going to the Hippie Strings retreat in May.
Yep, that'll be fun.
So that'll be fun, and Winnipeg in September. Montreal now in July. Sherri won't be there. So we'll see what comes up.
Vacation time. Yeah,
and there's a bigger fiber festival I'd really like to go to. I think it's in August, maybe.
Oh, in bigger?
In bigger.
I was like, there's a bigger one. Where?
No. In bigger.
In bigger.
New York is big.
We drive through there all the time. We used to when we went and visited my grandma.
I grew up not very far from there.
The sign always cracked me up.
Yeah. So if you didn't grow up or been through that way, you have no idea what we were just talking about.
No, but there's a sign that says New York is big, but this is bigger.
Yeah.
Haha. But it was always funny.
I'm just trying to get the date on it.
And while she's looking that up too, we also opened up our own little Etsy shop, so you can check some of our stuff out on that.
June 13th, I'm thinking, but is that last year or this year?
Oh, I don't know.
My internet is not happy right now.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, June 13th. We're going to go to bigger.
June 13th. Well, let's see if I'm working.
Yeah. That's it.
That's funny.
Yes, and our Etsy shop.
June 13th, I'm off.
Perfect. Road trip.
And it's June, so...
It's June, yeah.
We got nothing else planned in June. Okay.
June it is.
Nice.
I was gonna pull up our Etsy shop.
It's the YarnDivasStuff. Is the name of the shop. If you want to check it out.
Yes.
We've
We
got a
tried doing
few-
just Yarn Diva and it was having none of it.
No, although there was no name,
No.
you couldn't find anything else from Yarn Diva. Anywho, it's Yarn
Yeah.
Divas Stuff, all one word. And yeah, we got a few little things on there that we've made, and our little sheep gauge markers that we got from Brick Bubble.
So that's our
That's us. So you can check it out.
check it out. We're working on some other stuff that we'll get into there.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
bits and bobs, this and
Mhm.
that,
Little things.
little things, yeah.
Keeping us busy.
But I think you have to go pick up your little man. It's 12.
Crap.
5 after
Yeah.
12.
I gotta go.
Yep. All right. So that's it for us.
Mm-hmm.
And Sherry's gonna go start something new. And then
Oh, I was like, what am I doing? Yes, I will start a new project.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow.
I've been dying to embroider lately, so I'm thinking
Have you?
that's yeah. So I think I might start. I bought some fabric and a hoop and stuff, and I have to just go dig out all my floss because
Yeah.
it's buried away deep, deep, deep in my stash. So
I found mine the other day.
Oh, did you?
I had a project I was working on, I don't know, like 20 years ago. I still have it.
yeah. Well, I have an ancient cross stitch. I started when I was pregnant with Chase.
Mm-hmm.
He's 21.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might fiddle around with that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
That's
see.
something to do.
Yeah. But I think that's it for us
Mm-hmm.
for now. Until next time.
All right.
All right, everybody
Like
take
us.
care.
Subscribe. All
Yes.
those fun things.
Hit the like,
Hit the like.
subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Find us on Instagram. Follow us there.
Yeah.
Come out to Knit Night.
Yes.
When we'll keep we put posts on our Instagram and our Facebook page.
Yeah.
About the details for Knit Night. So if it is canceled, it's always on there.
Yeah.
If it's a go, it's on there as well.
Yeah.
So we're easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Everyone take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.